Alright, so we're gonna continue this. So yeah, by typing this with empty space, you're gonna have a empty line of code. So you've done this. Now we're gonna do another thing. We're gonna do another statement, like an if statement, because we also want the character to be able to choose the 2 or the 3. But you can do it in two ways. You can do it by saying if again, but that might get some errors. So I like to use elif. Elif pretty much stands for else if. So it's first gonna look at this, if what we did equals 1. If not, then it's gonna do this, else. So if it's not this, if it's not this, then it's gonna look at here, so else. If it is 2, in this case, we go here and we say that the character equals barbarian. There we go. Oh, not brackets. Don't want any brackets. Then print. Let's see. Why is this in the way? You chose. Let's say you chose the barbarian, the bravest warrior of them all. Warrior with 2 S's. I was gonna do it like this. Bravest warrior of them all. These are their stats. And we're just gonna print the same. So print health. Can this please just go away? There we go. Print health. What the fuck? Alright, print health, and we're gonna do character dot health again. Let's do it like this. Print strength, character dot strength. There we go. And we're gonna do print. Please stop with this annoying thing. Alright, there we go. Defense, and we do this. There we go. Then we're gonna print an empty line of code again. Oh, there we go. Print like this, and we're also gonna return the character. So also, if you're a beginner to Python, I would recommend typing everything by hand. But if you're if you're good at Python and you know a lot of stuff about it, I would recommend not typing anything by hand. And if you've made one thing and you need it again, just copy paste it. So like I can go here, copy paste this, like here, paste it, and pretty much only change this to a 3 and change this to the word paladin, and just change this. You chose the paladin. I don't know. Then the most defensive. I don't know. Yeah, I think no. Defensive. Oh my god, I've made the most defensive fighter hole. I don't know. These are their stats. And pretty much we can leave this be. So next we're gonna do one thing. So obviously he can do all of this, but we also want to do another thing, and we're gonna say like always the last statement you do of a line of code, like we said if, then elif again, but we're gonna do another one that's gonna be the last one, but that one is as else. So now it's gonna look if we typed 1, we typed 2, we typed 3, but if we typed anything else than this, it's gonna go to this statement, the else. So it's gonna pretty much just look at anything else we typed. We're just gonna say invalid choice, please type 1, 2, or 3. 3 to choose your class. There you go. What we can also do is we can do another thing. If you want, you can also say if the hero typed 1, or by saying or, it's gonna allow you to put multiple values, like multiple different values, and depending on the value it's gonna look at this. So we're gonna say if hero equals 1, or it's swordsman, meaning that if we go to this, we can type 1 to go to this, but we can also type swordsman to go there. That's good. We can do that for everything of this. So, or wait, no, we gotta change this with these. Barbarian, paladin, meaning that we can now also do barbarian. Huh? What? This is weird. Right, let's see. What if we do 3? What? Why does it keep saying the minus one? Equals. What? Let me actually see. Yes. What? Why is it not working? I don't know why it's not working. Let's see. Mighty Swordsman, correct. What? Why doing this? Why? Alright, what did I do wrong? Let's just wait before choosing. Wait, maybe if we like take this away, like this extra part we just added. Does it work then, or? So yeah, you sometimes come across this, like trial and error. That's everything about coding. Yeah, there we go. It's working now. Right. I made a type fault, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. I made a spelling mistake. Okay. Yeah. So actually don't put the or statement over there. It will fuck it up. There we go. This is good. I'm gonna show you another thing. A thing called lower.strip. If you have something where you need to type a certain word, it might be good to say .lower.strip. .lower.strip. This will pretty much do whatever we type. It will make whatever we type. So like when we type something with capital letters, it will change the capital letters to normal letters, so it's easier to read. So we can say, for instance, bean. Like now it won't say do it if you change 1. Instead, if we say bean, it will work. And when we say, like with capital letters, bean, it will also work. You see? Like it will also work. It's because it will invert whatever we put in there to normal letters. But because we use numbers, we don't need this. We're just gonna leave it like this. So now we've done this. But now we can return the character. But just returning the character isn't enough, because we also need the entire program to know the character, not just definitions, because this will only return the character for other definitions. So we're gonna say all the way down here, character equals hero select. So at the very first thing, it's gonna say that the character equals this program we made, so it will go over here, the character will be returned, and the whole program can now use it. So when we do this, there we go, we can choose our swordsman. That's good. Let's give some other statistics. Maybe we can actually let's just make this, and let's do name. I do actually want to include the name. Character.name. There we go. And just do it all the way like this. And what I just did over here, we can just copy paste it, of course. There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. Look, this is what I also made. There we go. Yes, we also need to put this up here so we get an evenly looking number. Oh crap. There we go. Now it looks a lot better like this. You got this swordsman, you've got this barbarian, paladin. This is cool, very cool. So now it's time to make the actual battle. Or actually, before we make the battle, we're gonna, well, we're actually gonna I'm just gonna make the battle, and so definition, battle state. There you go, battle state. Yoink, 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 boom. At the very first of the battle state, we want to select an enemy. So we're gonna say enemy equals enemy select. Obviously it's gonna give an error because we never said anything that's called, or we never gave anything that's called enemy select. So now it's time to make our program that will select the enemy. Enemy select. Now I'm pretty sure, I'm not entirely sure, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to yeah, there we go. Okay, I know. Boom. So enemy select. Let me look just in case. Yes. Okay. Enemy select. We're gonna have to put the names of all the classes that we will put in here, because this program will need to be able to recall to our enemies and take any information about them. So the slime, skeleton, zombie. So between these brackets, remember when I said at the beginning of the video that, or at the beginning of the last video, that whatever you put in behind these brackets, it will use in this further program. Well, this is what it means. We're gonna put the names of the enemies, slime, skeleton, zombie, and it will be able to use these classes in the further code we do. Boom, there we go. Now we're gonna have to make a list, enemy list. Enemy list is gonna be, yes, okay. Enemy list is pretty much gonna be the same that we did before, skeleton and zombie. But one more thing, I will also put this in here. Another thing is you can make well, we're gonna eventually make this enemy select program choose between the names inside this list. So you can add multiple slime names in here and multiple skeletons, multiple zombies to make other enemies rarer. Like for instance, if we're gonna add slime a total of like a total of 4 times, then it's gonna be more common to get the slime as an enemy than the skeleton and zombie. So that this is also an easy way to just make a kind of RNG system. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it simple, just every name once. Then we're gonna say that the enemy chance, so the chance of, or let's just call it chance. The chance of what enemy we will get is gonna be random.randint. This will pretty much mean that it's gonna first generate a random number. There we go. We're gonna say we eventually want this number to pick something out of the enemy list, meaning we're gonna have to make the number equal to the amount of things we put in the list. We put 3 things in the list. So we're gonna do 0.2. What does this mean? It will either put out the name 0, the name 1, or the name 2. 0 will mean the first, 1 will mean the second, 2 will mean the third. Depending on how long you make the list, you gotta adjust this. An easy way to do it is just take the total amount of items and things in the list, do them -1, and that's what you gotta do. So these are 3, so we're gonna do -1 equals 2, because we're always gonna start with 0. So let's say we made this list a total of 10 items big. We're gonna do 0.9, because the 0 also counts as a number and will also be selected to one of these. I don't know, I think I explained it good enough. So the 0 will stand for the first one, 1 for the second, 2 for the third. So yeah, depending on how long it is, make your random chance generation bigger. And now the enemy, so the actual enemy, will equal the enemy list with chance inside the brackets. What will this do? So the enemy will be the enemy list, this thing we made, and then the chance. So it's gonna make the chance, so it's gonna make a random number. Depending on the number, it's gonna select a enemy or a word or a thing we put inside the list. In this case, it's 3 enemy classes. So it will go to the enemy list, and then depending on the number, it will get us our enemy. Now, just to be sure it works, let's say print enemy. So it will print this. But if you look closely, it's going to give an error and it says undefined name random. That's because there are a few keywords that you have to import at the start of your program. So the very top. So random is one of them. So we go all the way to the top. And I'm just gonna make a note called imported keywords. First thing we're gonna import random. That's the only thing we need to import for now. So import random, so our code will know the word random. Now we're gonna go down. Instead of putting this, we're gonna do enemy select. Boom. There we go. What? Enemy list. Oh, yep, there we go. I forgot to add these things. So that's why you always gotta do the full name, including the things you put behind the brackets. So it's gonna say the class. Because we didn't specifically set enemy.name, it's just gonna say class main slime, because it will say the name of the class. But if we do enemy.name, it will look at the enemy, and we set the enemy equals the enemy list, depending on the chance. The chance will be random. The enemy list are these 3, so it's going to choose a random one of these 3. And we assigned all of these 3 their own class, and that's how it's going to look at the name, because we set the enemy.name. this is pretty much what will happen in a nutshell. So pretty much, well, not in a nutshell. It's pretty much anything that will happen. So yeah, this is just how this works. It will look at a lot of different things, but eventually it will look at the enemy.name, and that's gonna be what it prints. There we go. Slime, skeleton, 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 slime, skeleton, zombie. Like this one, look, it's literally all random. That's what I like about this. You can make a cool orangey. So we now know that it works, and I recommend that whenever you make something new, try it out a few times to see if it works, and it doesn't give any bugs. Because if you don't test something and and it does in fact turn out to be wrong or to give errors, and you don't test it, you're gonna eventually rebuild with that code. So you're gonna build extra things to that code, and eventually, if you are gonna test it when you completely finishes something, and you find out that the beginning of your code is wrong, then it's gonna fuck it up. Like, it's gonna completely fuck it up. So I would recommend to test something before you're going to make something big. Like, if you want to make something big, test it a whole lot of times. Whenever you make something new, test it before building on it. So instead of printing the enemy, we're gonna return enemy. So the whole program will be able to use enemy. And we gave enemy, we defined the enemy in the battle state. So we said the enemy equals the enemy select. So it's gonna look at all this. Eventually the enemy will be spit out. That's how this works. So, okay. Oh, next part. Oh, I'm tired. It's only like 11 point, no, not 11 point, it's 21 past 11. But I'm gonna showcase how you do this. So what I usually like to do is print, and then make a cool little scenery, like you encountered, yeah, you encountered a, and then do the enemy.name. So what it will do is do this. Let's actually destroy this. Let's do. Oh, what? Stop it. Character equals hero. Select again. Put it again here. There we go. Boom. Use this. After this, we're gonna put the battle state. So over here. Oh, actually I did it wrong. So we do it like this. There we go. Right now we choose something. Battle state. What do you mean battle state? What did I put it? Oh. Bro, I genuinely think I'm dyslexic. I don't think I really am dyslexic, but I just made these stupid spelling mistakes. What's now wrong? I defined the battle state. Oh my, wait. Oh, there we go, battle state. There we go. Okay. Bro. Name. Of course it's a name. Give it a name. You encountered it. Function object no name. What do you mean no name? Enemy. Yes. Enemy.name. Yes. Wait, how did I do it in here in that? Wait, like. Alright. What did we do? Like, I did it the same way. Stupid. Okay, let's do it again. Alright, print, you encounter the name and the name, attribute error, function object is no attribute name. What do you mean no attribute name? Did I name an object? Wait. Am I supposed to name the enemies an object? Yes, I'm supposed to name the enemies an object. I don't know how this gives off. I don't know how this happens, like skeleton. Like, I mean, if we go here, it works. Like, if we say here, print enemy.name, there we go, it works. Like, go here. What? Select. Let's see. Charlie and our my friends. There we go, it gives out that fucking name. Okay. Now what did I do wrong in here? Enemy select. Oh, I am so stupid. Of course, I completely forgot to assign this stuff. There we go, it works. Hello. Alright, never mind. I'm getting too old for this, even though I'm only 15. Okay, you've encountered this. Let's say, yeah, like, I think that's what I also did, like, go here. Jesus, why does my mouse make so much noise? Okay, yes, you encountered that. Yeah, okay. Easy. So, we also want to say that, let's say, prepare to fight. Because obviously, you're gonna encounter an enemy, and I don't think you're just gonna run like a baby, you're gonna fight. So, prepare to fight. Let's do this. Prepare to fight. I think that's good. Yeah, prepare to fight. Also print. Wait, hold up. Yeah, let's just do it here. Like, there you go. You have at this moment we're just gonna make it so we can use like only like let's give out 2 options. You got hold up. Let's see. Let's just give us how many options do you want to do when fighting an enemy? Let's just do it simple. You have 2 options for now, but maybe we will probably add more. So I'm now gonna introduce you a new kind of thingy. It's gonna be called a while statement, and a while statement will pretty much just continue to repeat something until it's broken or until it's no longer active. So we're gonna say while enemy.health is bigger than 0. So as long as the enemy is alive, you will be able to do stuff. So what I always like to do is print enemy. So it's gonna print, there we go, the enemy dot name. So it's also, I also want us to have health, to us to be able to know what health we have. So current HP character dot health. There we go. Another thing, oh my god. Another thing I want to do is print the actions. So I'm just gonna say input, or actually just, it's just called action equals input 1. It's gonna be a melee attack, and it's gonna do /n. It's got another line of code, and 2. Oh my god, 2 will be run. We will be able to run from the fight. So we do this. Now we're gonna say if action equals 1, we will do this. Let's just say print. You prepare to strike the enemy.name. There we go. Let's see if it works so far. So we just choose the barbarian. You have encountered the skeleton. Prepare to fight. You have two options: melee and run. Whatever we do, it's gonna do nothing. But as long as we keep doing something, it's gonna keep giving us our thing. Look, well, whatever we do, even if we press just enter, it will continue to spit out this, because we said that as long as the enemy has health remaining, it will do this. But now it looks whole messy, so let's just fix it up by adding some empty lines of code to make it a little bit more overseeing. So now it already looks a whole lot better. And whenever you actually no, this doesn't need to be here. We can just remove this. Whenever you whenever you change the code, be sure to end the program and restart it. Otherwise, the new code won't be effective. Like, new code won't be read in this program. There you go. Let's just do this. Yes, and it works good, I guess. Yeah, it works decent. Let's just add this here, so whatever we do, there we go, we have an empty line of code. I still want only 2 of these, so this is good. You've encountered a skeleton, vertified, you have 2 options. Okay, you prepare to strike the skeleton, of course. Or not a skeleton, depending on what it will choose. You prepare to strike the slime. There we go. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a certain value called hit chance. So hit chance equals random.randint. Now you can make the hit chance as big as you want. So you can make it as hard to hit an enemy as you want. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a 0 to 10. So it's gonna pick a number between 0 to 10. And I'm actually simply just gonna say if hit chance is bigger than, I don't know, let's say bigger than 5. No, bigger than 4. Yeah, bigger than 4. We're gonna do this. Then it's gonna be simple. Hold on, I have sweaty hands. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna switch to my other keyboard because this the keyboard I have right now, or that's the original keyboard from my laptop, is so close to the heat part or the ventilation part, so it's my hands get very warm. So we're gonna say print, and we're gonna say let's say you strike the yoink. You strike the enemy name, and after you give out a specific, after you gave like a white text, so it's gonna look at a specific value, and you want to continue your text after that, be sure to add another comma before continuing. Wait, what's this? That's cool. I didn't know that existed. Okay. Leaving them with yoink enemy. Hold up, someone's calling me. I'm just gonna mute myself. Alright, I'm back. Sorry that I got called by someone. So what do we have to do? Hold on, let me look at something real quick. Alright, I'm back again. So, right now we pretty much said that if the hit chance is 4 or more, oh no, it's gonna be higher than 4, so 5 or more. It's gonna say you strike the enemy with name, leaving them with a certain amount of health remaining. But of course, right now if we do this, like let's say if we are lucky enough, yeah, leaving them with 15. So it's pretty much just the max amount of their health. So we also need to make a program that will decrease their health. HP remaining. There we go. So now it's holy. Yay! Look, now he didn't get anything, so it was lower than before. So we're gonna make another thing called else. So if it's so else, it's gonna simply be print you sprint forward to the what the fuck? Why did you go there? You sprint forward to the name but you slip and fall. But you slip and fall. The enemy.name Jesus sees it and hits you for full damage. So pretty much what I want to do is whenever you like fall, like you miss the enemy, the enemy will pretty much just hit you with full damage because you're caught off guard, so you can't really defend. So he will just hit you, ignoring all of your defense. So pretty much what we do now is we go over here and say that the enemy dot health, so because we're obviously gonna hit them, enemy dot health equals enemy dot health, so it will equals the current health that they have. And right now I'm just gonna create a formula that you can what is this? Enemy dot health. Right now I'm gonna create a formula that you can make yourself, like you can create your own kind of formula to get the damage. But what I'm gonna do, enemy.health equals the health minus, I think I'm gonna do minus 1% of the enemy's defense. So no, minus 50% of the enemy's defense. So I'm gonna do minus brackets, because we obviously want to make a different kind of formula inside the formula. Minus the character dot strength minus enemy dot defense. I don't know, does this work? Divided. Well, divided has to be by this. Slash 100. I don't know how you do the times. 100 times. Let's see if this works. Hold up, character strength equals. Now let's see. Where should I have forgotten a comma? Here? No. For perhaps like where do you think I forgot a comma? Here? No. Let me see how I done it here, because I want to make sure I don't do it wrong. Yes. So this works, like if you do it like this. Slash enemy dot defense. But I don't want to do it. Slash 100. Alright. Minus enemy dot defense slash 100. Dividing something by 100 and doing it times 10 is the same as dividing it by 10, right? Like if you do 100 dividing by 100 is 1 times 10, yes. I think this is pretty much the formula we need. So I'm using this formula. You can do a different formula, but I also want to do something else. And enemy.health equals round enemy.health 1. What this means is after determining the health of the enemy, it will take the health of the enemy and it will round the health by 1 comma. By because otherwise you can have a number like, let's say 10.584, like etc etc. But now it will round it up to 1 number after the comma, so we don't have a big number. And we're also gonna do something that I've only been using recently, so I'm gonna have to look at this. Yes, okay. And then the enemy dot health equals max. I think what this does, like, does it do it right? Nope, I didn't do it right. Yeah, sorry that I'm looking at my other programs, because I might have made the other programs, but I am not intelligent enough to know every single line of code I've made. Pretty much. And we'll use the formula to determine the enemy.health. It will round it by 1 number after the comma, and this means that the enemy health will always be a maximum of, there will always be 0 or higher. So whenever it's going lower than 0, it will just stay 0. So we can't have a negative health. So we can't have the enemy have negative 20 health or something. So as soon as we go under the 0, it will just change it to 0, which is good. So now let's see if it works and we don't get any errors. There we go. You hit the zombie, leaving them with 0.5 health remaining. Well, this works. And let's see. So I'm just gonna put these all away. Like, I'm gonna copy it and delete it for now to show you guys what happens if we don't round it off and everything. Crap. Come on. There we go. Now it will say minus 9.5, 9.9 and everything. And depending on the formula or depending on the stats, it might eventually go and have like 20 million numbers behind the comma and everything. So that's why I like to just go here. Come on. Oh, bro. Okay, let me just change it. There we go. Have this little extra lines of code, so we can make sure that it will just stay 0. There we go. Like, we won't have the negative 9.9. Instead, it will be 0. Yay! Alright, now after we've hit an enemy, we're gonna do something else. We're now gonna see if the enemy still has health remaining, or if the enemy is dead. So I'm gonna do if enemy.health is bigger than 0, it's gonna print. So this is gonna be kind of turn-based combat. Holy crap, the enemy.name, there we go, gets ready to strike. No, just prepares to strike you. To strike you and hit you and hit you. Hit you. There we go. Let's do this. Print. Wait, what did I do wrong here? Oh, there we go. I forgot the comma. Print. Leaving you with character.health. What's this? What about? Okay. Leaving you with HP remaining. There we go. Now we obviously need to make a formula to get the to deal damage to the player. I'm just gonna pretty much just do the same formula I do to hit the enemy. So it's pretty much just gonna be the enemy's strength minus 10% of my defense. I think that's a pretty good thing. Or I could do 50% of defense. Let's just, instead of doing it, dividing it by 10, you just divide it by 50, so it's gonna be the half of your defense. So wait, does it make sense? So it's gonna be my strength, like 15, minus 2.5. No, yeah, well, I mean, for now, let's just do 70, so it's gonna be 70%. Yeah, let's do 70. So let's do the same over here. Character dot health equals character dot health minus the enemy dot strength minus the character dot defense. Actually, I'm gonna make it so that the enemies, like, we will deal less damage than the enemies will deal to us. So I'm gonna make it so that it's gonna be our defense. Wait, actually, no. I'm gonna make our defense be divided by 80. So it's gonna be only 20% of our defense is what we're gonna be able to use. Meaning that we're only using 2 defense. Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna be having a tough fight against the enemies, but this is what I'm gonna do. You can change it to whatever you want. Character dot health equals round character dot health by 1. So we're gonna round our health again by one number after the comma, and we're gonna do character dot health equals max. So there we go. Now the enemy can hit us. Let's see. So we strike. Actually, I'm gonna have. No, I'm not gonna have to. I'm just gonna do empty line of code here. So just to make it easier to read. What did I do now? Why does it suddenly do all this crazy stuff? There we go. Restart it so it reads the extra lines of code I made. There we go. Right, you prepare to strike the slime. You swing for the slime, but slip and fall. The slime sees it. Yeah, okay. That doesn't hit us yet. You prepare to strike the slime. You strike the slime, leaving them with 0 HP remaining. So, also cool thing, because we set this, that if the health equals higher or is higher than 0, meaning that if we've killed the slime can't hit us back. Actually, I want to do this divided by... Actually, make this divided by 40, so we're gonna use 60% of the enemy's defense. Let's see if that works. Damn. We're just too strong for the slimes. I might adjust this later or adjust the stats of the enemies. But yeah, this is a decent formula. Then we also say elif. So we're gonna see that if the no, not else, we're just gonna say else. So if the enemy's health is higher than 0, then it's gonna do this. If not, we're gonna do a cooler thing. So if enemy.name equal slime, same thing I did over here. Yep, if enemy.name equals slime. Yes, there we go. So if it equals the slime, then what did I do here? Yeah. So what I always like to do, or what's gonna be the only thing you should do, like when you kill an enemy, we want their health to reset to the normal health they had. So why do we do that? Well, if we have multiple fights and we eventually fight a slime, we kill the slime, so the slime's health is 0, and then we find another slime, then that slime will also have 0 HP, because we never told it to reset to the original HP. So what we're gonna do is enemy.health will equal, the health of the slime will equal 5. There we go. And we're gonna print we'll have defeated the slime. Let's just do enemy.name because that's cool. The enemy.name. There we go. And that's pretty much whatever we did. Yeah. Everything we see here is just extra stuff. Eventually we will place some loot over here. But for now we won't do any loot. Let's do this. If enemy.name equals skeleton, then enemy.health will equal 10, and print have defeated the enemy.name. There we go. If enemy there we go, we're just gonna make all of this. I think the zombie has 15 health, right? Yes, 15. Equal 15. And print and by the way, if you eventually add things that will change, like increase or decrease the enemy's defense or strength, like if you eventually add things that will give debuffs to the enemies, be sure to also put code, like when you kill them, to put code that says that their strength and their defense also returns to their original volume or value. Otherwise, when you fight the enemy again, then he will also have that reduced HP and stuff, and reduced strength and stuff. But yeah, just beware of that. Actually, I'm gonna call this Elif, just to be sure. So now we've done this. So see if it works. Yes, there we go. You have defeated the skeleton. Another thing we have to add is this. We have to print this, so we have, it's a bit easier to notice that you have actually killed the thing. There we go, we do this. What? What do you mean? No. You said it. What do you mean? I've done it good. Oh, it's here, but I can't barely one shot the zombies. String object has no attribute character. What do you mean no attribute character? I really said the character. What? Oh, there we go. Look, I did a dot instead of a comma. Now it'll work. Yes, there we go. Leaving you with 15.1 health remaining. What was our current health? We are a swordsman with health 20. There we go. You've defeated the zombie. But see what happens. So even though we've defeated the zombie, we somehow still don't get out of the game. Like, we will never get out of the game. That's why we also want that after we've killed the enemy, it will exit us from this while thing. And remember when I said that a while statement will repeat things until it's either broken or inactive. Well, since we have said that the enemy.health gets reset to the normal health, it will always be bigger than 0, meaning we will never get out of this while loop instead until we've broken the loop. And we're gonna say the name break, the keyword break, after we've killed an enemy, so that will end the program. So if we do this, oh my god, break. So if we go here, here, kill a zombie. Come on, kill it, kill it. Come on, kill it. There we go. You defeated the zombie. Wait. Yeah, let's actually put this away. So you have this. There we go. It's good. I think I like it, but there's still other things to do. So let's just simply add some other things. So here you fall. Now we also want the enemy to hit you. So we're also gonna say that whenever you fall to the ground, then the enemy will just hit you. So we're just gonna do, let's see, character.health equals character.health minus character, no, not character, enemy.strength. And notice how we usually do the character.health minus the enemy strength minus the character defense, so depending on that defense, but because the enemy will now get us off guard, he will hit us with full damage, so we won't be able to defend it, so our defense doesn't get applied here. And we're also gonna say character.health equals round and we're gonna say this there we go. So this is pretty good, right? Now we want one other thing to be there. So pretty much this is that. Now this is the first action that we can do. The other action, of course, was to run. So let's just actually make it that we can run, right? So not actually run, but that we can run away. So elif action equals to print you try to run away. So, but of course we're gonna make it fun. They will make a roll. So we're gonna do run chance equals random dot randint. You can also choose to not do this. Like I said, you can also just choose to immediately run away. So let's just do 0 to 6. All right. Let's run away. Then we're gonna say if run chance equals or is bigger than 4, so it's gonna be a 5 or a 6, then you successfully get past the enemy right, you sprint away with high speed. You sprint away with high speed. And of course we also want it to break. So when you run successfully, you're also gonna be out of here. Then else, so if it's not bigger than 4, it's really gonna say print. You try to get past the enemy.name, but he notices you and hits you. What did I do wrong here? Ah, there we go. And hits you. Now, I also wanted to make a little role. It's gonna be defense chance. I'm just gonna make this little thing show to 10. So what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be a simple thing. I just want it so that the enemy, when the enemy sees you sneak past him, he will just swing at you. And I want you to have a chance that you actually see the attack and you block it. So your defense will be involved in the formula. But I also want to have a chance that you completely are blind as fuck, you don't see the attack, you just get hit in the head. So the defense will be negated just when you fall, like just when you miss the attack. So if defense chance, let's just say is bigger than 6, then we're gonna say character dot health equals character dot health minus character dot minus, oh wait, hold on, minus enemy strength. Yeah, alright, minus enemy dot strength minus character dot defense divided by 80. So this is when it will be involved. What is this? Never closed. Oh, just add another one. There we go. Then we're just gonna easily copy this the same way we do. Boom. And print. You see the attack coming. And defend against it. Leaving you with HP remaining. So this is when you hit. Then else, let's just completely copy this. Instead, we're just gonna delete this and say enemy dot strength. There we go. You are completely caught off guard by the name. He hits you with full or 4 full damage. Let's say boom, biome. We also have to close this. And then print. Let's see, print. Leaving you with, let's see, character.health remaining. There we go. This is simply what it means. So you went away or you don't. So pretty much I'm gonna clean it up a bit, make it better readable. So either you successfully get away, and he then pretty much just hits the shit out of you. Now, this is pretty much anything. This is the basics of it. Of course, I have completely modified it and changed it into a ginormous text game. You can acquire loot and everything. If you guys want, I can also give you guys a tutorial on how you can actually make a kind of inventory system, a equipment system, like actually create loot drops. I will definitely do loot drops because I really want you to be able to get loot. But yeah, I'll make videos about that as well. If you want to know a specific thing about Python or coding or anything with Python, I can help you. I'm quickly just gonna change the formula a bit. I think I am gonna do for now the complete defense. For like when we hit an enemy, I don't want the enemy's defense to be divided, because otherwise we're just dealing way too much damage to them. Yes, I think this is good. I'm just gonna give a little tutorial, like little go and see how it works. I'm also gonna showcase you eventually, well maybe tomorrow, how you can actually import sounds to it, because you can actually get like just go to online, you can download sounds from it to an MP3 file and then put that file into the same file as you put this program, and then you can actually use sounds in it. So I'm just gonna quickly do this. I want to be the barbarian. There we go. You chose the barbarian, the bravest warrior of them all. These are their stats: name, health, the strength, defense, and you encountered a zombie. Prepare to fight. You have two options. Just to be sure, I'm gonna say your current HP here, so yeah, you will know that this equals your HP. So let's actually do it again. Barbarian, your current HP, there we go. Melee, it's gonna hit enemy once. You prepare to strike the skeleton, you strike the skeleton. What? Why is he dead already? Strength minus defense. Defense of this skeleton is 5. I said, yeah, I might have to actually. Maybe I can do our strength. Like maybe I can do our strength. Like maybe I can do 30% of our strength. No, 50% of our strength is gonna be used. So divided by 50. Yeah. Let's see if this works now. Melee. You strike the zombie, leaving them with 19.7 health. Whoa! Wait, but that's not. Wait, what? The zombie had a maximum of. Huh? Wait. You strike the zombie, leaving them with... What? So I hit the zombie and I just healed the zombie? What the fuck? Hold up. I strike the zombie, like... I know the health. His health is... 15. Minus my strength. Minus half my strength is 7.5. No, 9.5. No, not 9.5. What am I saying? 7.5. His defense is 5. So 7.5 minus 5. 7.5 minus 5. That's just minus 2.5. How is he healing from that? Oh, let me do that again. This is weird. Hold up. Oh yeah, right here. Wait, or we're the swordsman with a health of 20. Yes, okay. For full damage, print, leaving you with... There you go. Let's do it again, see what it works. Slime. Yes. Leaving you with 15.1 health remaining. You strike the slime, leaving them with 5.7 health remaining. Wait, how is that even possible? The slime had 5 health. Bro, why? How are they doing this? How is the slime just healing himself? What I can just do is the formula, like the formula is gonna be the total strength minus the enemy defense. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's try one more time. Like, this is what I mean, like trial and error. Try and find out of it. The character, the skeleton only has 10 health. Yes, there we go. Well, we can one-shot them now, which isn't really what we want, of course. Whoa. Leaving you with... HP remaining. Yeah. So right now we don't have a way. We don't have a game over system yet. But what we can do is I'm just gonna make one last thing real quick. And it's gonna be definition game over character if character dot health equals 0, print you have fallen in combat. And how exactly did I do it over here? Let's see. Yes. Okay, there we go. And this means exit means that it will exit the game, so it will shut off this program. Like you do this, hit the zombie. Right now we got killed. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, oh, of course I'm so stupid. We also need that whenever we get hit, we need to go back to this. Like whenever we get hit, we need to also go over to this little definition, just to make sure that whenever our health gets to 0, we pretty much just die. Alright, let's just test it, and to test it, let's make our swordsman have 1 HP. But I've made it so that we can't have a minus. What the fuck? I've said that character.health has to be max 0 character.health. Let's not do 1, let's just do 10 in that case. Alright, another one. Alright, another one. I don't want to defeat the zombie. I want to die. Hold up. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Actually, not defined. So we did die. Like, you have no health point remaining, you have fallen in combat. Now we just go all the way up. See if we need to import exit anyway. Boom. No. Let's see. Where the hell did I define the game over? Oh god, I'm actually gonna... There we go. I don't even know how I did exit. Like I made something called exit. Do I need to go all the way down in order to define exit? No. All the way up, neither. Huh. Alright, anyways, I'll be fixing this in the next video. This is pretty much how you make a text-based game. Obviously, you will have to balance it a bit to make sure you don't, like, the health doesn't get lowered to minus and that stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much just how you make a text-based game. I'm gonna end it over here, and if anyone has any questions or anything, just let me know and I'll answer, and I'll also make some extra videos about this in the future. Well, see ya.